The NBA, live on 2K Sports, with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Fall, and it's Papa Nicolau in at the small forward. Down low, here's Vezenkov. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for. He hits both from the stripe.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
To the inside, Jangelia, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's Vezenkov.
And he's drawing those whistles. A couple quick ones back to back.
Second team foul.
Here's Fournier to the middle. Here's Fall. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Clyburn. Oh! And he dunks it down.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. They set the pick for 3. Fall with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Good on the 3-point shot.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Launches a 3. That one misses.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And here's the break. Picked him clean. Fast break, here they come. Here's Fall. Unable to get that one. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Fires from deep. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Fournier against Bellinelli. Takes the 3. It's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Vezenkov. takes it in. And Fall gets it to go.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Fournier goes in. Makes it off the glass.
You've got to be able to manipulate the defense in pick and roll. Fournier, nice job there.
Baseline J on the way. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. He's got 5.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Shengelia, that's tipped.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Vezenkov. Stolen. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Shengelia. Fall with the rebound.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
With 4 seconds on the clock, here's Vezenkov. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They lead by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
We've got Courtney, and it's Kaycock in a power forward. One of the standout performers recently. We have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
He's been absolutely electric for his team. The way he has been able to finish plays and just take a hold of the offense at that off-guard spot is more than deserving of recognition.
We've got Zizic, and it's Kaycock in at the 4 slot. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Evans, and he converts the layup. Evans has got his first basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Kaycock. There's the pick. Here's Courtney. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here he goes.
Ball is turned over.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Kaycock. Still scoreless. Stripped it away. Inside, here's Peters. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And it's denied. They recover it. Here's Morgan. Covered by Evans. Got a piece of it. Evans with the steal. Pushing it up. The finish. Peters with the bucket.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's Courtney. Wide open. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And here's Evans outside, and it's Zizic with the rebound. Evans has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Morgan. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Banked in off the glass.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Courtney, and that one is stuffed right through.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Pass to Peters. They set the pick. Driving in. Evans outside. Clock at 6. It's up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Evans has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Driving inside. Over to the left wing. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Peters. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. The shot misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Morgan. To the paint. Peacock hits the bucket.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Here's Zizic. Stolen away. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by just 1. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shots, please.
And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show. Their focus on defense has been inconsistent. Tough to win with lapses at that end.
Yeah, they got to clamp down in the second half.
Thanks for spending half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Outside Fournier. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Fournier's got 7 points in the game.
No fear in Evan Fournier pulling the trigger from outside the arc. That range, impressive.
We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Bellinelli. No scoring in this one.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bellinelli. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Pass to Fall. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Fall's got his third bucket of the night.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the shooting guard.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Vezenkov. Here's Fall. The layup missed. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezenkov in at the power forward position. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And the first one drops.
Hackett taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And he drives in. Good. 7 points in the game.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
They've got Fall, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4-man position. For the tie, they get the rebound.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Fournier pass to Fall. The layup off target. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4. Fournier pulls it down.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Vezenkov for the 3. That shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the inside. Leibler goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Here's Zangelia. He has 5. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Fournier gets a wide open look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Fournier's got 9 points.
They're so adept at sizing up the defense, guys. You cannot give Fournier any space.
And the shot goes in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
To the wing right side. Bellinelli against Fournier. Beyond the arc. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 6 rebounds in the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for the away team.
And the free throw, no good.
You know, there's an unpredictability about what Evan Fournier does that keeps defenders guessing. This guy is outstanding at using that to his advantage.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Right wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And that one released in time, but no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. They lead by 3. And don't go away. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Zizic, and it's Morgan in at the 1. It's stolen. It's tipped. Pass to Morgan. Here's Courtney. Out to the right wing. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3-point range.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Evans passes to Peters. Evans with it. Down low. Peters misses. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Courtney, the pass to Kaycock. Out to the right wing.
Team foul. Dorsey. First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Dorsey. Drills it from outside. Dorsey's got himself on the board with 3 there. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these 2 teams are really equal. And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Back to Evans. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Now Dorsey. Shot clock at 6. Takes it inside. And that one is good. Dorsey's got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Morgan. And the layup is good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Peters with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
They get it back. Second shot opportunity, and the shot goes down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And there's the drive. Kicks it out to Evans.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Can't connect from short range. Snatched away. Picked off in midair. To the middle. Here's Zizic. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And it's going to be out of bounds. No keep possession. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Here's Courtney. Here's Kaycock. It's hauled in by Dorsey. Evans inside. He gets it in there.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Morgan the pass to Kaycock. There's a screen. Inside. Pass to Morgan. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now Dorsey. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Home team on D. They lead by 1. Here's Evans. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
To the middle. Here's Zizic.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Evans outside. Here's Dorsey. Can't cash in. And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very...
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside... Two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
That three's off the mark. That shot missing. They set a pick. Williams grabs the board. About a minute into this first quarter. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. To the middle.
Ball entered from below the basket. The ball goes to the away team.
Connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Bellinelli. Just over a minute and a half in. To the inside. He shoots it. And the 7-footer falls.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The quick look, no good that time. The go-ahead bucket, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Let's go with a 3. Drops in the 3.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
And stolen by Williams. Here we go, 1-on-1. The 3 is up. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Some solid defense from Williams. Three-pointer. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5. Looking shaky out there. Over to the wing. And he goes in for the dunk.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. There's a screen. Offline with a 3.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Here he goes. Uses the glass on the layup.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
With 1 on the clock, it could go. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. They lead by a bucket, and the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Count it. Good.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Pass to Morgan. There's a screen. Here's Zizic. Misses in close. The deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Pass to Morgan. Shot clock at 6. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Rochita. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Yep, that one goes.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8 points now.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Pass to Morgan. Here's Zizic. And he jams it home with authority.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. There's a screen. Pass to Morgan. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Morgan's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the half. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. It will be a re-jump.
Here's Kaycock. No points yet. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Fires top of the key. No luck on that one.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Zizic with the rebound. With a bucket here, they can recapture the lead.
I like how they've hung in. Never let things get out of hand.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here we go, all alone. Puts up a 3. Morgan with the rebound. 54 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Zizic. And he drives in, and he hits it to tie the game.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
To the left wing. They set the pick. Out left to the wing. Lots of room. It's hauled in by Kaycock.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Out to the wing. Brochita gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 13. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You take a look at the home team, not a lot of movement for them since the last rankings. But we all know they'll be a factor.
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And you know, that usually leads to a high. And that's a wrap on.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Down low. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Puts up a deep 3. It doesn't go for him. For the lead. Offensive rebound. He goes up again. Oh, swiped away. Pass to Williams. On target from range.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. To the wing on the left. Six on the shot clock. Driving inside to the paint. Off target at the rim. Over to the left wing. Inside. Off with the layup.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
First personal foul.
So it's the home team now. 7-point differential. Five to shoot. Unloads. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. 6 points for him. And this is where they've struggled.
Yeah, the half court has not been kind to them. Let's see what they run.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. On Monday and then on Wednesday.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
From deep three-point land. He can't hit that time.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. There's the drive. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
There's the three. It's hauled in by Bellinelli.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. And there's the screen. Off target with the three. This one for three. Buries it from three.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
1:16 left in the third quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
36 seconds left to play in the third. From the arc. Six to shoot. The kick out to Williams. Second chance effort. And it falls all over the rim and in. Williams has got 5.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Here's the pick. Will it go? They get it again. No good with a layup. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 10. And when we return, we'll get the fourth. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Misses from short range. With the drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Good on the second one. Here's Morgan. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Launches it from deep. Zizic with the rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Down low. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
4-3. Zizic with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Here's Morgan. For 3. The shot no good. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Rochita. No good with the triple. Pass to Morgan. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
That one doesn't drop. Here's Zizic. Banked it in off the glass.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Rochita. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. To the paint. Here's Kaycock. And he gets it to go off the front iron. It's all knotted up.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Rochita into the lane.
14 foul. Zizic. First personal foul, second team foul.
First free throw is good.
Line for the away team. Rochita. 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Pass to Morgan.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the wing, right side. Clock at 4. Here's Kaycock. He's off on that one. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Rochita. He drops it from range.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Morgan. Kaycock misses. Kaycock's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Nice move on the take. Jams it in off the great move.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
At the line for the away team.
1:10 left to play in the fourth. To the inside. Pass to Morgan. Looking to end the run. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Knocked away. .30 seconds left in the fourth. The layup off target. Wing shot on the way. Offensive board. From deep three-point land. Tips it up, controls the rebound and the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Fournier pass to Fall. Drives to the hoop. And that one drops.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pass to Williams. Six to shoot. Porchita. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Second chance shot. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Here's Fall. To the paint. Here's Papanikolaou. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Williams gets the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. To the inside. Fast break. Here we go. Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
And he jams it with authority.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. For three, Fournier. Rebound by Williams.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Team foul. Evan Fournier. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team.
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Papanikolaou. Williams with the steal. Here's the screen. Procida. Fournier pulls it down. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Vezenkov. And they're moving it up. From the top of the key, and they pick up 2. He's got 6.
Assisted by B.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance. Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
So the wing on the left. He's guarded by Fournier. Rebounded by Papanikolaou.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
From the arc. And his third shot of the night. No good. 0 for 3. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, they get it again. And the layup's good off the glass. Papanikolaou's got 7.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Procida, a three-pointer off the mark.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Here's Papanikolaou. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Procida. They grabbed their own miss. There's 39 seconds left in the first. To the right side. 5 to shoot. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting him with all of these misses.
19 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Driving to the basket. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Both good from the line that time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Can they get it? And the powerful one-handed slam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry.
So it's a tie game as we end the first. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. McDowell White connects in the foul line jumper.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Here's Dorsey. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Misses the 3. The tray, and he's good on the 3 ball. 5 points in the game.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Covered by Evans. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Into the lane. Over to the wing. Knocked loose. 4 on the clock. From downtown, Peters grabs the miss. Down low. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
And it's Evans in the corner. Launches it from deep. That shot off.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that. Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
To the inside. Pass to Dorsey. To the middle. To the paint. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
No problems knocking that one down. Dorsey's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And good that time. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And the wide open shot from Evans. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Fires the 3. He can't get that one. 1:16 left in the first half of basketball. Dorsey dishes to Evans. Inside, here's Peters. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Tries again, and he lays it up and in.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. Fires for 3. The shot that time, not on target. Evans attacking, and that one drops for him.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
They set the screen. The 3. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 5.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first. Bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Off on the layup. Here's Peters. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Leading by just 2. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
Nothing off about this off guard. Don't call him a 2. He's been there 1. One thing that's kept him close, putting in work on the offensive glass. They're feasting on second chances.
Yeah, they've been active, and they're playing with intensity.
And that is our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the 2. To the middle, here's Vazenkov. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
There's the pick. Procida buries the long-range jumper.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vazenkov in at the 4 slot. Shot by Papanikolaou, no good. Procida on Thursday, then on Sunday. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And here comes the break on up the court. To the left side wing. Puts up a deep 3. That one's not going to go.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Here's Fall. He has yet to score. Vazenkov, and he lays it straight in.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Procida can power down the jam.
Oh, he's just flexing his muscles on that slam.
Oh, he wanted these people to hear that one. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
Violations like that, yeah, those will make your coach bolder than me.
All sorts of time. A shot. No good.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
A shot off that time. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Procida, he's guarded by Fournier. Procida, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his third trip to the free throw line, and he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. To the inside. Here's Fall, and he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
A 3. Rebounded by Papanikolaou.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Fires from way outside. No good that time. Papanicolaou's gone just 1 of 4 from deep.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
Oh, my
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
51 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's the drive.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 7, William.
Here's Vazenkov. He has 6, and no good. It's a 9-point spread. McDowell White sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 8 points for him. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that time, also a missed shot.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Fall, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
McDowell White. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Now through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Driving the lane. And Fournier kicks to Papanicolaou. Launches it. Drills the 3-pointer.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
They set the pick. And it's Vazenkov with the rebound. Vazenkov's got his 5th rebound in this one. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. They get it back.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Papanicolaou. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Shoots. Fournier pulls it down. Pass to Papanicolaou. Shoots the 3. That's no good. He's shooting 5 of 10 for the night.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The 3-point stroke is off.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
With the drive, here's Fall. Rebound by Williams. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
And he's way off from outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Right wing. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Here's Fall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Outside Williams. From outside the arc. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Vazenko. Off target from three-point range.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And it's Vazenkov with the rebound. Vazenkov's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Papanikolaou. And it's off from three-point range. Papanikolaou's gone 2 of 7 from the arc. Sweet little floater.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. McDowell White. And it's Vazenkov with the rebound. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And it's in there.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Going inside. Papanikolaou, good. 54 seconds left to play in the final quarter. McDowell White hands it from downtown.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Fires away from outside. He can't get that one to fall. Pass to Papanikolaou. Uses the glass to finish the layup. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Substitution on the court.
.20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Good on the shot. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And in the win,
basketball on a Saturday night. We're here to bring you the action. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. It's hauled in by Fall. Here's Vasenkov. Pass to Fall. The shot comes out. Driving to the basket. There's the block. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Bellinelli. Fournier covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bellinelli. No good with a jumper from the wing. And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Papanikolaou. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Here's Bellinelli. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta.
And they get that first bucket. 1 for 4 to start this game.
Tipped away. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Now here's Fournier. Launches a 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. He's focused on what they need to do to stop James Harden, saying they need to be aggressive defensively without putting him on the line. Once he starts racking up the freebies, the game slows down, he gets into a rhythm, and from there, it's a domino effect.
And Allie, thanks. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And there's the drive. Can't connect from short range.
Home team foul. Dorsey. First personal foul. First team foul.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Here's Bellinelli.
Boy, Fournier doing a nice job expending energy on the defensive side of the floor. Being very pesty to whoever he's guarding.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. They grab their own miss. There's the steal. They've got numbers. Clock at 6. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Second team foul. At the line.
44 seconds left to play in the first. He takes it in. And Fall gets it to go.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Pass to Bellinelli. The three. Five on the clock. Drives to the hoop. It's hauled in by Fall. Here's Papanikolaou. And a nice finish on the layup. 5 points in the game. Just 4 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Bellinelli. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. They lead by 7. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Here's Morgan from downtown. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. Here's Evans. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Morgan beyond the arc. And he buries his first look.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Evans. Pass to Vildoza. Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
Old team foul. Number 77. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. To the right side. Right wing. Here's Morgan. Misses the 3. Here's Evans. No points so far. He got a piece of it. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Zizic. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Here's Evans to stop the run. Tries yet again. Morgan with the rebound. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. There's the triple. And he can't get that one. Morgan's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Peters. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
They set the screen. It's tipped. And they get it back.
Rob.
Second quarter play. Almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Vildoza. Takes a three. No good there. Over to the wing. Here's Kaycock. Doesn't go for him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Vildoza. Yet to see a basket. 1:51 left to play in the second quarter. And he converts the layup.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Pass to Kaycock. To the middle. Here's Zizic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Here's Morgan. He's got 5. Going inside. Lays it up and banks it in. 1:06 left in the second quarter. From outside the arc, Evans. That's good. Evans has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
They get it back. Pass to Kaycock. Here's Morgan. The 3 ball. Kept alive to the inside. Zizic. And at last, they get one to fall.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Inside. 17 seconds left in the first half. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. You might as well just get out of the way when that's the case.
Here's Peters. Pass to Evans. That'll do it for the first half. They lead by 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
27.
Take a look at the home team. They've turned it on. I mean, they've really turned it on. They're creeping up the power ranking inch by inch.
Right now, they're on the short list of title contenders.
And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the home team.
Well,
thanks as always for...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Morgan. They've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezinkov in at the 4. And there's a pick. Shot's good by Morgan. Morgan's got 7.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Vezinkov. Still no points. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on that one.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. Well, Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
They've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in at the 5.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Shengelia. 2 shots.
And so he hits both. So it's the home team now. Pass to Dorsey. Takes the 3. Unable to get that one.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Here's Papanikolaou. Down low. Fall no good. Fall's gone 1 for 3 on the night. 90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Bellinelli. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bellinelli's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
The rebound by Vezenkov. Outside Fournier. A shot to stop the run. Doesn't go that time.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Driving in. Pass to Bellinelli. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. It's hauled in by Fall.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
The shot by Fournier, no good.
Things have been bumpy coming into the second half now. 5 straight misses.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to Fall. It's stolen. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
They set a pick. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Second shot opportunity. Can't hit from in close. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. So it's the home team now. Pass to Vezenkov. A minute 20 left in the third. To the paint. Here's Fall. No good again that time.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 7.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Fournier with the bucket.
Fournier saying, you sink one on us, I'm coming right back at you.
Down low. Tipped. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Bellinelli can't hit. Fournier with the ball. Pass to Fall. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. We've got more hoops coming your way, and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vizenkov in at the 4. Takes it inside. Pass to Kaycock from the elbow. From behind the arc. The rebound by Vizenkov. Vizenkov's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Papanikolaou. Off target from 3-point range.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And he banks in the layup.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Here's Dorsey. No good from outside.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Morgan. Offensive rebound. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds now. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. It's hauled in by Kaycock.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Here's Zizic. Nails the baby hook.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
And he drives in. Pass to Vizenkov. Oh, deflected. Here's Papanikolaou. And he throws it down with one hand.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
To the middle. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3.
Kick to the outside. Heads up play. Cognizant of the entire floor.
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
The shot by Evans, no good. Evans has gone only 1 of 7 from the field here. Here's Morgan. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives then, B.A.
1:07 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Kaycock. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Evans. Pass to Vildoza. Here's Papanikolaou to the left wing. Here's the three. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Vildoza. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Foul, second team foul.
That one's off.
At the line for 2, Vildoza.
And he sinks the second. One second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Inside, it's tipped. The three is up. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A statement road victory.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. McDowell, White. Bellinelli is covering. And he drives in. McDowell, White.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Here's Angelia. Pass to Bellinelli. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. One-on-one here. McDowell, White. Rebound by Shingelia.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And that's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. And with plenty of games still ahead, here's a quick rundown of the power rankings thus far. They're holding tight, still looking for ways to move up.
When you look at this visiting team, you can't love where they're at right now. It hasn't been a bad season by any means, but they know they have the potential for so much more.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. And I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight. So they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Hackett. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
To the paint. Can they get it? And it's good on the way in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. That shot, no good.
Home team foul. Spaniolo. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bellinelli. Rebound by Williams. Bellinelli's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Pass to Williams. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Shengelia the pass to Hackett. And here is Bellinelli. Here's the three. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Hackett. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. 1:10 left in the first quarter. A 3-ball. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Out left to the wing. McDowell, White. From outside, off the mark. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And they're running. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. Fires away from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. 8 points for him. It's a 7-point spread. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Williams with the steal. And here we go. McDowell, White. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Down low. Here's Sangelia. Missed inside. And that does it for the first quarter. Up by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
We've got Courtney, and it's Morgan in at the point guard position. Count that one.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Porchita off target with his 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Zizic passes to Courtney, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Porchita plays it up and banks it in. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And there's the drive. And he makes good on the layup.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
There's a good screen.
Away team foul. Number 24. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the triple. He's got 8.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Morgan can't hit it. Porchita. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul. Second.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. Good on both. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Has to coordinate. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Courtney's got his second basket. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Great look, but off the mark. An even 3-on-3 break. Zizic passes to Kaycock. There's the screen. Inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
That is a great finish! Oh, my.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
.144 left to play here in the half. There's the 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Zizic passes to Courtney. Front past the arc. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Wasted no time on that one. Courtney's got 7.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
On the clock, and the 3 ball is good. He's got 18.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now, and even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
41 seconds left here in the second. Offensive rebound. Zizic, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreaking.
Good on the triple. 1 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Morgan. Softly drops in the floater.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Brochita, there's the drive, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And so we conclude the first half. They lead by 13. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot drummer.
Thanks for being. Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
I've been really impressed watching him. I mean, he's facilitated.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the visiting team.
They've been.
And that about wraps it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. McDowell, White. Here he goes.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook. They set the pick. Bellinelli for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. McDowell, White, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Pass to Williams. Out to the wing. It's stolen by Bellinelli. Here's the break. Goes up. Finished off the break.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
For the finish. Oh, he misses the dunk. Pass to Williams. Driving inside. Comes up empty down low. Williams has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Clyburn. No good with the triple.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Williams looking around. McDowell, White. Offline with his 3.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Takes a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 17.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Clyburn. Oh, good on the three.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
51 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. Lays it up off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bellinelli. Picked his pocket. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 21.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Here's Hackett. Oh, good on the triple. Here we go, one-on-one. Yes, that goes in. He's got 6.
Well, you always want to pass the ball up court on the break. Normally leads to easy points, and we all know those are hard to come by.
Good if it goes. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Zizic, and it's Kaycock in at the power forward. Here's Courtney. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge, clearly, and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying the international game.
From deep, sinks the three-pointer.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Driving the lane, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Got a hand on it.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with 1 hand.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Morgan can't hit it. Morgan's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. The shot from the low post is good.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Here's Courtney. Out to the right wing. Kaycock. Off target from outside. Kaycock's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Looking to end the run. No good at the rim. 1:58 left in the fourth. There's a good screen. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household name.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Their offense is really clicking.
And yeah, I can see them adding even more points.
Driving to the Raptors, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Procida, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Here's Morgan. That 3 off the mark.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Procida drives to the hoop.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Pass to Morgan. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. No good on that one.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
That shot misses.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And so they get the victory here at home. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. To the middle. Launches it. The shot that time not on target. Pass to Williams. From deep. From deep. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
First quarter of play, a minute in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. When I asked about guarding the big man, Domantas Sabonis, he told me his versatility is really tremendous. I told our guys to be aware of not just his scoring ability, but to clog up any passing lanes they see because he can really move the ball too. It's going to take a total team effort from us. Let's see how things play out.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Vezinkov. Into the lane. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
This is his first trip to the free throw line. free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And it's rejected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. A three off the inbound. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Driving in. Here's Fall. Soft touch off the glass. Fires the three. Pure from three-point range. He's got 6.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
There's a screen. To the paint. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
No good on the triple. And stolen by Williams. Out left to the wing. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
For 3.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. From the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Now here's Williams. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Drives to the hoop. Here's Fall. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Fall's got a perfect 3 for 3 so far. The 3 is up. Making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. They set the screen. Pass to Vizenkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Shot clock at 5. From behind the arc. It's not going to go for him. Williams with it. Off the mark there with a 3. Now here's Fournier. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And here's the fast break. Let's go with a 3. No good on the shot. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. They're up by 10. Don't go away. We'll be back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And they're on the break. Launches it. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's Evans. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brochita. Off target at the rim. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Dorsey. They get the rebound. He's off on the layup. Going inside. And he jams it in!
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Evans drains the triple. Evans has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
They get it back. Tries again. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Brochita. And a miss there on the triple.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
From downtown. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Here's Dorsey. And the 3 off target. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3 ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
4-3. Hits the 3-pointer.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Takes a 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The 3 ball. That shot off.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Brochita. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line. And he drops the first. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Evans. Four on the clock. They need this. Can't connect. Making him 1 for 6 from the field.
I'll tell you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Fires in the triple. He's got 7.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Up 19. We've got more in store for you right after this.
I think they've been smart in their approach, guys. I mean, finding ways to set up ready shooters. And if you don't have it, just...
And how about we move it on? Thanks for tuning in.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. To the inside. He launches a three. The rebound by Vezenkov. Here's Papanikolaou. He takes it in. And it's in there.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Over to the left wing. Launches a three. The rebound by Vezenkov.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Left side Fournier. Clock at 6. No good that time.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
The rebound by Vezenkov.
Rough start to the third quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing.
Fall no good. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Papanikolaou. On the wing, Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. Down low. It's intercepted. Puts up a three. He buries it from 3. He has 6.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
They set the pick. Here he goes.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. On Saturday, and then on Thursday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, B.A., so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about. If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about. So good at keeping his balance. Evan Fournier's ability to stay composed and find a way to capitalize, nicely done.
An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the first half, now nails another.
Has to fall. A minute 39 left in the third quarter. Can't cash it in from close range. Looking to slow it down here, run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
And they'll get another chance. Three-pointer. The shot off that time. From deep three-point range. That one is off.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And no good. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter here. Pass to Fournier. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fournier's got his second basket of the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Two seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
No good on the buzzer beater. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Well, Doris, there's no doubt who the face of the NBA has been for a while now. Who might that be in 10 years, though?
This is such an intriguing question to me, Brian, because some of the guys that come immediately to mind, Luka, he's been a presence on that first-team All-NBA almost since the onset of his career. Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren are now 7-footers who are multidimensional. One guy that I don't think is talked about enough is Anthony Edwards. Highly skilled, highly charismatic.
Misses the deep three-point attempt. Rochita, Fournier covering. Out to the wing. Five on the clock. Rochita. That one no good.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game. And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
Few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
And the free throw, no good. Puts up a deep three. That shot, no good.
Number 77. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Ball stolen.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
The shot by Dorsey, no good. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Rochita to the wing on the left. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
He shoots a three. Can't get it to drop. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
There's the triple. Drills it from deep.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Spins. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
At the line for your home team.
That free throw misses.
2 shots.
So he comes up empty at the line. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Counted from distance.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Dorsey's got 2 of 5 from deep to fall. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Peters. 3-pointer off the mark. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Evans has gone 2 for 8, shooting just 25% from the field. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Three-pointer, no good. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the left wing. Fires for 3. They get it back. Here's Peters. Out to the right wing. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Hey, puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory.